Hi everyone, I'm continuing with my pointe shoe series today, showing you the old pointe shoes that I've been in the past. So I'm continuing with the second pointe shoe that I used in my pointe career, and that is the Russian Pointe Almaz. This specific pair is probably my fourth or fifth pair of this shoe, so it is not completely dead and broken in the way some of my other shoes are. I thought I loved this shoe, I thought this was the shoe for me, and then I realized there were a lot of things wrong with the way it was fitting. So this was the second shoe that I had after I used the Grishko 2007 as my first shoe. Some basic features of this shoe is the vamp here. Although this is a medium vamp in the Russian Pointe kind of scheme, because they have 1, 2, and 3 vamps that are like a low medium, which is this one, and then even a higher vamp. Even the medium vamp is relatively high when compared to all the different brands of pointe shoes. So a higher vamp does make it a little more difficult to get onto the platform of the shoe. So for just a second pair of shoes, that was a little bit of a difficult shoe, although it did work my foot really hard and helped me gain a lot of strength. The shank of this shoe is a flexible medium. I should probably just go ahead and tell you the size and everything because I neglected to do that. So this is the Russian Pointe Almaz. The size is a 36, width 2, vamp 2, and the shank is a flexible medium. So the shank, although this one I have pre-arched it for myself because I had to do that with every single pair of those, it is a lot harder shank than in the Grishkos, which was excellent for working my feet, but it was really, really hard to get over the box when I had a brand new pair of these. Some things that worked well for me were, again, a higher cut heel, and these don't have a drawstring. It probably would have looked better on my foot if it had a drawstring, so then it wouldn't have gapped because my foot is, again, pretty narrow. I just hate drawstrings in general, so a lot of my shoes, my technique shoes, if I can get away with it not being cinched, in my pointe shoes, I will just pull the drawstring out because drawstrings just annoy me with the little ends and all that stuff. The wing on this shoe is, again, really, really low. And the reasons why I liked that, it was easier to get over the box of the shoe, and it was similar to the Grishko 2007 that I had already been in, so I was very, very used to that feeling. I liked this shoe. I performed in this shoe. I wore this shoe to class for quite a long time, and I thought it was great. Then I started going to a new teacher who is very into these small technical details, and one of the things she said was that I would advance a little better if it was easier for me to work in my shoes, because this is a great strength building shoe, but it is not the best shoe for practicing technique and stuff because it's hard. So then you have to think about your feet and you're losing your arms and all that stuff. I'm sure you're probably well aware of how that kind of thing works. So I really needed a shoe that was just easier for me to get over, so something with a lower vamp and a softer shank was going to be what I needed to move into in the future. But this is the Russian Pointe Almaz that I thought I knew and loved. Right now I would probably give this shoe a 5 out of 10, something like that, because I'm okay with throwing this on, but now that I've been in a shoe that works better for my foot, when I put this on, I really feel like I'm struggling to get over the box. So I would not want to perform in this shoe if I had to right now. I would rather just grab for the 2007. So that is the Russian Pointe Almaz.